smiling, right? She is an expert at Vastu. She's written a book. Okay, I'll tell you about the book. I have that with me right now. It's called Vastu, the Ancient Science of Vastu. She's published. So she's Dr.Jayshree Om. She has represented, of all the achievements that she's got many achievements. I just was trying to read through the entire thing and tell you, but believe me, it's a long one, right? She's got a long list of achievements. So out of which this was the standout. If you take a look at the image, you'll see she's at the UN, right? She's at the United Nations. She has represented India in a women conference. She'll tell you more about it. Okay, she has represented India in the women's conference on how to use Vastu for the betterment of women, right? She's done many programs, and I would like to welcome her. Okay, so will you guys all welcome her? I would like to see a lot of welcomes here. Would you guys welcome Jayshree? Thank you. I'll just open her up. I'll just open her feed up. Okay, just hold on a second. Jayshree, hi. You can just turn on your webcam. Everybody are eagerly waiting to see you. You just turn on your webcam. I've unmuted you. Let's see whether I can.
Yeah, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're not visible.
I'm not visible. Share.
Oh yeah.
Now?
There you are. Thank you so much for coming in, Jayshree. It is really great to see you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Harish, for this lovely introduction. I'm Jayshree Om. Hello, everybody. Nice to be part of this event. Am I audible, Dr. Harish? Okay. So now, let me just brief you about Vastu. Now, what is Vastu? What does Vastu word mean? Vastu means the ancient science of architecture, or in simple words, Vastu means to construct a building according to the laws of nature, so that the power of nature is helpful in our journey, the journey of life. It is important to consider the 5 elements while living in a house. Now, what kind of building should one live for good health, wealth, and prosperity? The answer obviously is a Vedic Vastu compliant building. Now, the building where one is fit and able to achieve his dreams, his ambitions with minimum hurdles in health, family, finances, and career. Now, the ancient wisdom of sages, our Rishi Munis, they say that if we apply the principles of Vedic Shastra, I'm not visible?
Jayshree, you are visible to us. Guys, please confirm if you are. Yes, yes. I guess if somebody is not able to see her, please re-log in. Jayshree, you can continue.
Yeah. So the sages, they've in fact written close to 2,500 scriptures on Vastu, and about 250 scriptures are available to us. And out of that, about 15 to 20 have been translated into various languages. So what the Rishimunis have to say is that if we live with the principles of Vedic Shastras, we are able to achieve the 4 Purusharthas in a very smoother way. That is the Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Now, to help people understand the actual Vastu, we actually attempted to translate the scripture, the Vishwakarmaprakash. This is the book that we have translated, and it says the Vishwakarmaprakash retold. So now the original text of Vishwakarmaprakash was, as the name says, was penned by Lord Vishwakarmaji himself He is the supreme architect and scholar of many Vedic sciences. His knowledge of Vastu is thought to be divine and absolute. As per Samrangan Sutradhar text of 10th century, Lord Vishwakarmaji is said to be the Acharya or the teacher of the Devas, the gods, and we can find his reference even in the Rig Veda as the head architect and divine engineer who designed palaces, temples, the flying chariots of the celestial gods. Now, this book is actually a divine book. It has many secret remedies and calculations. So, in ancient times, it was considered very pious and auspicious to reprint or reproduce this literature and distribute it, which holds true even to this day. Distribution of this scripture is believed to bless one with health, wealth, and prosperity. Thus, many ancient Vedic libraries and households have copies of this grand scripture. And why I say grand is because it has about 1400 verses, and it has about 13 chapters. This scripture is officially included in many Sanskrit universities, and even IIT Kharagpur has added the Vedic Vastu principles in their curriculum. However, this is the first time that this scripture was officially published in English by me and my husband. The other author is my husband, Siddharth. Now, this intensive scripture covers every aspect of Vastu, like selection of land, purification of land, planning a structure, determining the auspicious time, placement of temple, your mandir, where should you keep your mandir, rooms, kitchen, toilet, study, water bodies, designing shape, the size of the door, windows, chairs, even your bed, the bed sizes, everything is given in this, and even you can calculate it as per your room size. The planetary position, the astrological consideration, everything is covered in detail in this text. Now, the defects which may be present around your structure is also given in the last chapter, the 13th chapter, and it has very useful tips for existing homes or offices, industrial units, temples. It has even ancient secret tantras and mantras. The mantras are very powerful. I have myself used them in many of my sites, and they are absolutely wonderful. So this now why we need a Vedic text? Why we can't just follow the Google Gyan or the WhatsApp Gyan? Because see what happens in when we do yoga, we refer the Hatha Yoga Pradipika text. For Ayurveda, we see the Charak Samhita. For astrology, we see Brahat Parasar Hora Shastra. Similarly, for Vastu, this book, the Vishwakarma Prakash, is the pinnacle and paramount scripture that every person must refer to. So this is all I have to say about Vedic Vastu. Maybe you can read the book and get more knowledge from the text itself. So I welcome all of you with your questions. Thank you so much for your time and listening to me. Thank you. Yeah, Harish Anna, over to you.
Thank you so much. Right. We call ourselves, she calls me Anna and I call her Akka. Okay, so that's, that's
Oh,
how
yeah. Okay, Dr. Harish.
yeah. So here, I would like you to ask questions if you have got any for Jayshree. She'll be very happy to answer them. Right. So how do we get the book? It's available on Amazon. I'll definitely share the link in the group, right, from where you can get that. And she's been a bestseller in her category. Okay. It's not only that we have the book on Amazon, she's the bestseller in the category.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
Some questions. Well, questions, you can put it in the chat box. I think they're all waiting to get the book, I guess, Jayshree.
Okay, yeah, great. So thank you so much. Thank you, Anna.
Right. So thank you so much for coming on. Okay, how to correct something wrong? I think that's a broad question, Mogumji. It's a broad question, so it has to be like if you are interested in getting the book, then you can get that. You'll get more clarity. There's something specific she'll be able to answer. Is it necessary to buy Moola Grantha? I mean, in Sanskrit language, or it's different translation? How would you answer that, Jayshree?
Is it
Mula
tested
Grantha
by the
question.
Mula Grantha? No, no, of course you can just, I mean, I have given the shlokas in the Sanskrit language in this book as well. And different translation, I have used English as the common language. So I hope I answered this question.
Right. Great. Are there any hacks that you can share for a flat resident?
See, in this chapter one, no, this text, the first chapter itself, Vishwakarmaji has given the secret. That is, if we do a Vastu Shanti Puja, that actually clears a lot of anomalies in the house, because the Havan Samagri, and the names, the 45 names that the Pandit chants. So with those 45 energies, that the house energies, it's very easily curable. The anomalies of the house. Yeah. So yeah,
There is
any
another
powerful
question.
mantra. Yeah, I can see a lot of questions actually. That's nice. Our mandir is in our hall, is it correct? Yes, if it's in the east direction or the west direction of the house, then it's absolutely correct, not an issue. Not, it should not be in the south direction, because because the sun is high up and the energy is very high when the sun is in the south, and it's the Yama direction, so we should not have mandir in the south direction. So there are more questions. Do you want me to answer them, Dr. Harish? Timing?
Can you maybe this one thing? Can you please give specific instances of how Vastu affects health? I think the whole discussion that we were having here was about health. So if
Okay. See, this is very simple. Health and Vastu is highly interrelated. Now, what happens if you open up the windows of the house and have good cross ventilation? Let the energies, the five element energies, if you let in your house, and have a very organized house. You should not have things kept here and there in a very uh, unorganized way. So that's one way of clearing up the Vastu dosha, that having everything organized. Your hall should be neat and clean. It's like your mind, your how your mind is, that's how your house is. So that's one way of clearing up the Vastu dosha for the health. And having a window in the east direction is actually the right answer as per Vastu, that you should have a window in the east for good health. Yeah.
right. See, I just have a question. I think this is $1 million question because most of them have it. Which direction should I sleep?
No, direction is you can sleep anywhere, Anna, provided your head should be in the south or in the east direction.
Okay, it should be in
So
the
your
south
head
or
has to, yeah, there is one complete chapter on bed direction and bed and everything in this book. So that it's very easily understandable, because it's all in English. So yeah, you can refer that. So you can sleep anywhere, and that's not a problem. And not in your toilet, of course. So, so any direction is good. Sleeping.
right. I see a lot of questions, but what I'll do is I'll try collecting some and I'll put it across to you. So maybe you can give them a few tips on this, and I'll definitely share the book link with them. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's great to see you, Jayshree, after a very long time,
yeah.
and
Thank you so much.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you again. Right. Chalo,
Yeah,
bye bye.
sure.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Can
Thank
everyone
you.
please anchor, please, for coming in, for spending time with us. Thank you so much, Jayshree. Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure was mine. Thank you. Bye. Yeah.